Deep within the rugged landscape of California, Folsom State Prison stands as a formidable symbol of incarceration. Its granite walls have witnessed countless tales of despair, defiance, and desperate bids for freedom. But few are as chilling or as tragic as the events that unfolded on September 19, 1937. This was not just an escape attempt. It was a bloody confrontation that left wardens, officers, and inmates dead, forever etching its brutality into the annals of prison history. Join us as we delve into the harrowing details of that fateful day, exploring the motives, the chaos, and the grim consequences of the 1937 Folsom Prison escape attempt. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for future content. Folsom State Prison, opened in 1880, was one of America's first maximum security prisons. By 1937, it had a reputation for being one of the toughest, housing some of the most dangerous criminals in California. Life inside its walls was brutal. Overcrowding, harsh discipline, and a rigid daily routine were the norm. The air was thick with tension, a constant struggle between authority and the desperate men confined within. For many, the hope of parole was a distant dream, and the only way out seemed to be through the formidable walls. This desperation often fueled audacious, and sometimes deadly, escape plans. The stage was set for tragedy, and the key players were a group of hardened inmates, led by the notorious Ed Davis. Davis was already a wanted man, sought for the murder of an Oklahoma police officer. Alongside him were men like Robert Lee Cannon and Albert Kessel, all desperate for freedom. Their motive was simple: escape. But the immediate catalyst for their violent uprising was a meeting with Warden Clarence Larkin regarding upcoming parole hearings. For these men, parole was likely a pipe dream, and they saw this meeting as their last, best chance to make a move. They had meticulously planned, even crafting crude weapons, shanks, prison-made knives, and a chillingly realistic wooden semi-automatic pistol, all in preparation for their audacious bid for freedom. On September 19, 1937, approximately 40 inmates gathered, ostensibly to discuss parole hearings with Warden Clarence Larkin. But this was a ruse. Suddenly, 7 of these men, including Davis, launched a brutal attack on the warden. They forcibly dragged him into the prison yard, a clear signal of their intent. The prison descended into chaos. Guards, witnessing the unfolding violence, immediately opened fire from the watchtowers. In the ensuing melee, Officer Harry Martin was tragically stabbed to death at the scene. Warden Larkin, though severely wounded, fought for his life for 5 more days before succumbing to his injuries. The air was filled with shouts, gunfire, and the desperate struggle of men fighting for their lives and their freedom. 2 of the escaping inmates were shot and killed during the intense confrontation, their desperate gamble ending in immediate death. The immediate aftermath of the escape attempt was grim. The prison was locked down, and a thorough investigation began. The 5 surviving escapees, Ed Davis, Robert Lee Cannon, Albert Kessel, Wesley Udy, and Fred Barnes, were quickly apprehended. Their desperate act had not won them freedom, but a date with the executioner. In the months that followed, justice, as it was then, was swift and unforgiving. Robert Lee Cannon and Albert Kessel were the first to face the gas chamber on December 2, 1938. A week later, on December 9th, Wesley Udy and Fred Barnes met the same fate. Finally, on December 16, 1938, the leader of the group, Ed Davis, was executed. Their lives ended not in the freedom they craved, but in the cold, sterile confines of San Quentin's gas chamber, a stark reminder of the ultimate price of their violent rebellion. The 1937 Folsom Prison escape attempt remains a dark chapter in American penal history. It highlights the extreme lengths to which individuals will go for freedom, and the tragic consequences that can ensue. The deaths of Warden Clarence Larkin and Officer Harry Martin served as a grim reminder of the dangers faced by those who work within the prison system and the desperate violence that can erupt from within. This event, though nearly a century old, continues to resonate, offering a stark lesson on the complexities of crime, punishment, and the enduring human desire for liberty, even when pursued through the most violent means. The granite walls of Folsom still stand, silent witnesses to the echoes of that bloody day. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.